Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Hi, folks. Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Hi, I'm Chris the Pharmacist.
And I'm exactly one half of the Bob and Brad physical therapy channel. But obviously, Bob's not here. He's out doing some wonderful research. Chris is here. We're happy to have him. We're going to do a great short video on everything you need to know about Tylenol so you get exactly what you need and you know what you're doing. Chris, take it on.
All right.
Oh,
we can talk about the giveaway.
The giveaway. We do
All
have a
right.
wonderful giveaway. It's our wall anchor, and you can see you can put it on the wall. This is a model. It needs to have a wooden 2x4, which vast majority of houses in the United States do anyways, that I'm aware of.
I don't know what else
And
would be
so
on.
you put it into the wooden 2x4 as it is listed, and you can, this is just one of the many ways you can lock on a tube band. Go ahead, Chris, do some W's.
There we go.
The
We got a
famous
W.
W's.
Woo!
Work some posture. Okay, that's good enough.
All right.
There are 4 of them in a set, and if you win, you'll get 4 of them sent to your house. And we do have a set going internationally.
All right.
And United States, because it's not easy to get it international. We set it up so that, yes, it does go there. Tylenol, take it, Chris.
All right. Tylenol, pretty much one of the quintessential pain relievers that you can buy over the counter.
Yes.
So Tylenol is acetaminophen, or if you're over the pond, it's going to be paracetamol.
You mean in Europe?
Yep. UK.
What about like
Probably
everywhere
Australia,
else?
too.
Australia, everywhere else, pretty much?
I don't know that one off the top of my head, but I'm going to guess it's going to be acetaminophen or paracetamol. I don't know what it would be like, say, in Russia, Morocco. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We're going to call it acetaminophen.
Yep, sounds good. But that's
Or
the
Tylenol.
active ingredient.
That is the active ingredient. And basically what it's used for is either for pain or for fever reduction. So those are your kind of keys. And one of the coolest things about Tylenol is it's just simply very safe stuff. So unless you're having, liver problems, which your doctor would let you know. And so if you're a heavy drinker, it's probably not the best choice for you.
Okay.
Well, realistically, because
Sure.
alcohol goes through the liver. So it's just something that if you're
I see.
somebody over 3 drinks a day on average, then it's probably something you should not use.
Okay.
Because it could actually create problems with long-term use.
So pain, it doesn't matter if it's a
Yeah.
sprained ankle, a
sprained
headache,
ankle,
or
a
a
headache.
stomach ache.
You just if you have just a sprain, a strain, headache.
Okay.
So it works great. It is an analgesic. So basically, it just means you don't care about the pain. So for most adults, it's going to be pretty much most people will use the extra strength variety. It comes in 2 strengths. It's 325 milligrams or 500 milligrams. That happens to be a 500 milligram bottle.
Okay.
So, and that's the extra strength. So most people use that because therapeutically, you're just going to get a little bit more bang for the buck, so to speak.
So adults, you said, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if it's a 100-pound adult or
yeah,
300.
12 on up is kind of how they use that.
Okay.
So they consider most 12-year-olds using, just in generalized terms, using it. For kids, we dose it a little bit more specific to their body weight. So if you had, little Timmy got up with a fever in the middle of the night and you call your pharmacy, they're going to ask for the child's weight, convert it to kilograms, and then you're going to calculate a dose, which is anywhere from 5 to 15 milligrams per kilogram of body weight.
What does that mean?
It just-
What do you give your kid?
As you would calculate it out. So
One of these, a 500?
no, you would use a liquid in the kid.
Oh, I see.
So there's liquid versions for children, actually even suppositories if they're throwing up all the time.
Sure.
So there's a lot of different ways you can get Tylenol or acetaminophen.
Yeah, that's great to know for people who have the young children.
Yes, if you do it, and if you have somebody that's really nauseated and vomiting and they just can't take anything by mouth, the suppository is a realistic option for you.
Okay.
Not that people will really enjoy a rectal administration, but it's certainly something that's available when you're really sick and you
Okay.
need it.
Sure.
It definitely works.
Okay.
With respect to the dosing for an adult, let's say, Brad, you got a bad headache.
Yep.
I'd tell you, hey, Brad, why don't you try 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, which is 2 extra strength tablets,
Yep.
and you can take it every 4 to 6 hours apart. And we keep the old standard was 8 a day, but the new standard is 6 a day.
Okay.
So, which is a total of 3,000 milligrams.
Sure.
So that's kind of your top end. So, let's say it's, you got a headache that's bothering you. Let's say it's for 3 days. Then you want to be bringing it into your doctor. You're, just saying, hey, I got this headache. It's not going away.
So you take this 3 times a day
2
for 3
tablets,
days.
3 times a day.
And if it's not gone,
You might
something's
want to
going-
make a phone call.
Sure.
I mean, if you see the pain getting worse
Yes.
while you're taking it.
right.
So you just want to be careful. But the other cool thing about, Tylenol, acetaminophen, if you're on blood thinners, so like things like warfarin, Eliquis, Xarelto, which are all drugs that are used for people that have clots or
Yeah.
just something wrong.
Mhm.
It's safe with that. So
Okay.
it's one of the go-tos for us.
Sure.
And it's not rough on the stomach. So those are really one of the big
So
things.
you don't have to take it with food.
No,
Okay.
very safe. The other thing is, let's say you're feeling sick. You got COVID, you got flu, you got a cold, and you got a fever, and you're really uncomfortable. Tylenol, great fever reducer. So it
Okay.
helps you to feel more comfortable
Sure.
so that you can get the rest to allow your body to help you to try and recover.
Okay. Any precautions that you didn't mention already?
No, I mean, it's the alcohol. It's the safe
Okay.
choice when we're on blood thinners. Obviously, allergies, or if it was a liver problem,
Yep.
those would be the other big
And
things.
what's the best Tylenol to buy? I mean, Tylenol is Tylenol, or what's?
Yeah,
what-
I mean,
what-
Tylenol is the brand name of acetaminophen. I would tell you to buy the store equivalent. I mean, everything now is all standardized, so it's all very safe and inexpensive. I mean, I would tell you, unless they didn't offer a generic, you could buy Tylenol, but there's really no reason because it's the exact same
So
thing.
on the shelf, like this says,
Yeah, well, like if you walk
acetaminophen.
you walk into a store, you're going to see Tylenol, and right next to you're going to see acetaminophen right next
Yep.
to it. So, and I would tell you to buy the one that's next to the brand name, simply because you're just paying more for the
exact
name and a
same.
shinier, prettier bottle, and that's
Sure.
really about it.
Right. You got the name and stuff. Like on here, we put Tylenol
Yep.
on here
Well, yeah,
just
so you know what it
because
is.
we know
Well,
that.
acetaminophen doesn't roll off the tongue. I mean, like
Mhm.
when we're writing things down at work, we write APAP, APAP. So we don't write down acetaminophen.
I see.
So,
Sure. Okay. Very good. I think that covers everything.
yeah, I
All
think
right.
so.
Thank you.
Have a great day, guys.